Welcome back, everyone, to the Glades Garden Girl Container Garden over here in Zone 10A, Florida. In today's video, I am going to be preparing for my great comeback from the ruins. What will I be doing? I am going to be sowing some seeds. After I'm done sowing the seeds, I think in another day or so, I am going to be cleaning out my food forest to start adding some fruit trees over there. I'm starting off by sowing some green onions in this area right here. I'm going to be sowing 2 sets of green onions. All right, so these are the seeds. There are some tiny little black seeds. I think they are actually designed to grow in clumps, so I am going to use my little trowel and I will be making a space in the soil, and I'm going to drop these seeds down in there. And as you all saw, guys, I watered the soil before I put the seeds in, and I will also be watering the soil after the seeds are placed in the soil. So the first watering is to allow the seeds to stay in the section where they are placed, right? I don't want them to be washed away because they are so tiny, and you know that when an area is wet, the seeds tend to stick to that area. The second watering is actually to help start the germination process of the little seeds that I just sowed. Now here is the second set of green onion seeds, and I am making sure that I got every last seed from out of that pack, and I am putting them in. And as you can see, guys, I already have some green onions, right? But those green onions, I actually start growing them from store-bought onions. So if you do not have the patience to wait for your green onions to grow from seeds, you can actually buy some at the store, cut the tops off. You can either put the bottom section in some water, wait for a day or two, and then you can stick them in soil, or you can actually stick them straight in the soil and keep that soil moist. All right, so I am done with the green onions. Okay, so the next herb that I will be adding to the garden, these are some thyme. I got them at the store for $1.29, I think. I am just simply going to be sticking them in the soil. I already moistened the soil. And whenever you are going to be propagating your thyme, ensure that the area is actually cool, because if the area is not cool, the thyme is going to be scorched by the sun, and then they are not going to grow the way you want them to grow. So I am going to stick as much as possible in here, just in case some of them dry up. I will have enough to continue growing, and add them in different areas of my garden. So my next vegetable is going to be some pak choy, and they are the white stem small cabbages. Now these are extremely easy to grow. You can either poke some holes, put them in there, or you can just sprinkle them like what I'm going to be doing now, because that is how I have been growing my bok choy, like from ever since I started growing bok choy. Just sprinkle them on top of the soil, water them in, and that's it. Within a month or two, you'll have your bok choy to eat. I really love to harvest my bok choy when the leaves are young and tender. So that is my preference anyways. But if you like to have them bigger, you can wait until they're fully grown. You harvest them that time. But as for me, I am going to be transplanting these bok choy in one of my stackable planter, so I can harvest the leaves when they are still young and tender. Okay? It is now time for me to sow some more mustard seeds. So I recently harvested my first set of mustard, and it was my very first time growing mustard. But unfortunately, guys, I actually transplanted the mustards. That is what was remaining in an area that I thought was going to be good for them. But for some strange reason, I think all of the mustards are dried up and left only 2 plants. I am now struggling to keep those 2 plants alive. So here I am now. I'm going to be sowing a handful of mustard seeds. I know I am going to have more than enough. I probably might not be able to find enough space to put all of this mustard, but yes, it is something I know I am going to enjoy. And there are some tiny seeds. Initially, I wanted to poke some holes, but then I'm like, nah, let me just sprinkle them on top of the soil the same way I did the bok choy seeds, because they are like the same tiny seeds. So I just sprinkle them right in the soil. And as usual, I'm going to be watering them in now to start the germination process. I will be coming back in a few days. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start looking from tomorrow if these seeds have actually germinated. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. I know I'm crazy, but that's how I am sometimes. I will sow the seeds today, and by tomorrow, I'm actually looking for them to germinate. All right, so I am now going to be transplanting these cabbages. I sowed over, I think, about 30 cabbage seeds, and I came out one morning and realized that a lizard ate about 80% or, well, most of my cabbages. So I am going to be transplanting these, and then I'm going to be sowing some more seeds. And here is the first one that was transplanted. You're going to be seeing the others right now. And of course, I am going to be protecting these little seedlings by using some bottles to cover them so the lizards won't be able to eat them this time. All right, so that's it. I think that's the last one. So I probably have about 6. I'm going to be covering them now. So guys, what I'm using is I think the iced tea bottles. So I cut off the bottoms, and I am actually using them as a little mini greenhouse. So this is going to be it for today, and I will see you in the food forest tomorrow by the grace of God. Alright guys, so this is the next day, and I am going to be harvesting some green beans and red peas that I actually sowed for the... No, is it my first time? I don't think this is going to be my very first red peas harvest. I think I actually sowed some red peas a few months ago, and I got maybe less than 6, and I re-sowed those. It is a good thing to give thanks and praise to the Most High God. So, I just harvested some red peas and green beans. It's not a lot, but little is much when God is in it. So guys, sitting in the food forest. My plan was actually to start working on it this weekend when I'm on my Thanksgiving break, but I came out this morning to do my little inspection, and I saw that the whitefly is actually taking over the sweet potatoes in this area. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be pulling out all of this sweet potato in this area, and to start working on the food forest. Not everything over here is actually dying, but I am looking at a few things that is thriving. So my plans going forward is to put some more fruit trees in that is of low maintenance, and as I go along I'm going to be adding some more stuff to this area. Now I just harvested the beans from this area, and this is where I'm going to be putting my sweet corn, because the beans there are actually nitrogen fixer. So that means this section right here, it now has a lot of nitrogen in the soil. I'm going to show you what the sweet potatoes is looking like now, guys, and then I'm going to start pulling them out to start preparing this area. And guys, I cannot wait to show you the new look of the herb and vegetable garden. It is looking so nice. I want to show you the sweet potatoes now, what they are looking like, and whether they are producing or not, guys. I'm just going to take them out. So let me flip this camera right now and show you the sweet potatoes. There's a lot of flowers on these right now. And whenever you see flowers on your sweet potatoes, guys, it is an indication that sweet potato is ready to be harvested. I am somewhat scared to pull them out because I really don't want to be disappointed. Really don't want to be disappointed. Guys, you see all of those white flies that's coming off the back of the sweet potatoes? Yes, but that is the least of the white flies. Let me come over here and show you what's happening. So on this side, almost all of these sweet potatoes, they have a lot of white flies on them. See that? I think I should actually get a bucket, you know, with salt. Look at this. Look at this. Look here, guys. Yeah. It is so much, and then it is spreading to the other parts of the garden. But in gardening, sometimes we win some and we lose some. So I'm gonna be pulling out all of this. I am extremely sorry I have to pull them out, guys, but even if I don't get any sweet potatoes this trip, it's okay. I can always grow more. So guys, I think I was able to drown most of the white flies. Now I'm gonna have to change my gloves, and I'm also going to throw all of that in the trash. I'm not throwing it in the compost at all. My gloves is wet. Let me show you what the area is looking like now. So this is what the area is looking like now. And look here, guys, I was really about to start getting some sweet potatoes, but as I said, sometimes you win some and you lose some, because these white flies, they are not playing with us at all. I just have to do what I have to do. Alright, so I am going to leave this in. It might probably regrow a few of them. And I think I'm also going to cover this, because that tuber is still attached to a little vine right here. So I'm going to cover it to see if I can actually get a sweet potato harvest from it. But yeah, and I didn't even remember I had a pumpkin vine running over here. So it looks as if the white flies totally decimated the pumpkin vine. All right, so I'm just going to water this area and go ahead and sow some sorrel seeds. And as for this side, honestly, I am not going to be touching this side. I'm going to just walk around, look for the leaves that is mostly affected or is being infected by the white flies, and I'm just going to take them off. Oh gosh, it might take me a very long time, but I really don't want to destroy everything over there, especially due to the fact that I just saw I was going to get some beautiful sweet potatoes. So I'm going to let this side remain. I'm going to be taking down these branches right there. I have to take out all of this callaloo, and I'm also going to be sprinkling some of those callaloo seeds right back here where I'm going to plant the sorrel. All right guys, so I think I'm going to do that behind the scenes because I need to charge my phone now. When I'm done, I will just show you what I did. I am back and it is almost night. So here is what I did. I transplanted my last 2 volunteer halo oranges that was growing in these 2 white pots here. I chopped away the 2 coconut limbs, so this area is now very clear. I sowed some roselle seeds from M.I. Gardner and I covered them with these bottles here because I know once the chicken sees the soil right here, they're gonna try and scratch it out. And over in these 3 bins right here, I sowed some more roselle seeds, so there is 8 in this half a barrel. And I transplanted my cherry that I have been growing for the past 2 years. It has outgrown the pot that it was in. And here are some more roselle from Amazon. And of course I have to put the coconut husk in the barrel so the chickens won't scratch out the soil and the seeds. Now I was planning on sowing some corns over here, but I really didn't get a chance to do that. So maybe tomorrow, God's willing, I'll do that. And then this lime plant here, oh my goodness gracious guys, I need to get a little closer. This lime plant, oh, every time I want to remember the name of that thing. What is it called again? Oh, you know, I was planning on taking it out, you know, but I think I am going to just prune it, fertilize it and let it stay. Yeah, and just keep the other spot over there for something else. Oh gosh, I was also planning on setting up this tomato plant, but time is against me. All right, these oranges, they're not looking bad at all. They are growing so nice, and this should also be taken out, but I'm in so much pain right now. Can't do everything all at once. All right, so what is this doing over here? I thought I'd taken it out. All right guys, so I am giving God all the glory, the honor and the praise for bringing me thus far. And I think I'm gonna be taking out this papaya plant as well. I am actually growing the papaya plants for the leaves because I use the leaves as mulch. It was blown over by Hurricane Milton. It is a volunteer along with that one down there. True. I am going to take it out and replace it with something else. Not sure what I'm going to be using as yet. So until next time, guys, happy gardening, walk good, be safe, be blessed, and I will see you soon in another video. Ta-ta.